just like family, thinking of you. Top-notch agents always say can do.
Hello, I'm Rob the Realtor, and welcome to our third quarter 2021 real estate market stats for Lake County, Kelseyville, and Lakeport. First, I'm going to go over the median home prices in those market areas for August, September, October, and show you the month-over-month changes and year-over-year changes from October 21 and October 2020. So in Kelseyville, we have August prices. The median home price was $355, $332, and then $314. The month-over-month, there was a drop by about 5%. Year-over-year, October versus last October, it was up by 1.3%. Lakeport $365, $387, and $341, which was a pretty big drop month-over-month of 12% and about 11% from October of last year. Now Lake County $319, $310, and $319. It seems pretty level the last 3 months, month-over-month 2.9%, 4.4% versus October of last year. What I like to do though is, instead of just looking at October versus September, I like to look at the whole quarter. So what did the second quarter and third quarter do price-wise in those market areas for those these three areas? So Kelseyville, you can see the second quarter of 2020 versus 21, 22% increase. Lakeport a 10% increase and a 25% increase in Lake County. The third quarter 13% in Kelseyville, 18% in Lakeport, and 23% in Lake County. So you can see quarter over quarter versus last year, a pretty big jump in prices. But if you look at the month over month during the third quarter of this year, it does look like prices might be leveling off. We'll have to wait and see as we get the numbers for November and December of this year versus last year, and then heading into 2022. Now, one thing that's been in the news a lot, and most people have heard about it, is inflation. The number that the government tells us, the CPI, or as some people say, the CPI, is about 6.5%. So the cost of living has gone up 6.5% this year. If you look at the cost of gas, if you look at the cost of food, if you look at rents and other costs of living increases, you would probably agree that the inflation rate is 10, maybe even 15%. So the more people have to spend on their cost of living, the less they can afford for their housing. So that's going to put downward pressure on prices. The big question mark in my mind is, what is the Federal Reserve going to do, and what about fiscal stimulus? How much money is the government going to be pumping into the economy to help keep stimulating it? I personally don't think the Fed's they don't want to let things drop or crash if they can help it. So I think before we see the end of this bubble or this expansion, whatever you want to call it, you're going to see the Fed come in and print a lot more money, which is going to drive up the cost of living through inflation. Real estate has always been a very good hedge to inflation, but it'll be interesting to see what real estate prices do if people have to spend more money on housing, or not housing, but the cost of living, so food, gas, energy, those sorts of things. So if you have a prediction of your own, leave it in the comments section below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again at the beginning of December, and we'll talk about the November price numbers for Kelseyville, Lakeport, and Lake County. I'm Rob the Realtor, signing off.